All right, let's go again. Pre
Chat
show. I don't know.
Pre-chat show.
We just got our new Rode
Yep.
because the other Rode we had, some of the microphone jacks didn't work, so we got some new ones. So if you guys hear anything that you want to let us know about, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, for sure.
And we have Carl from Homegrown Relief on today. He'll pop up when he's ready, but you want to just play his commercial, and because it's pretty fire.
Yeah.
We just haven't had, I don't know, I felt like in some of these talks I haven't had the opportunity to play his commercial. So let's roll his commercial.
All right, here we go.
All that time you spent screwing up, it probably takes equal amount of...
There's no sound on it. Yeah, see? New Rode.
Okay. I don't know how to fix that.
Oh, hold on. Or your computer sound?
We'll try your sound.
Okay, go ahead.
First. Okay, so let's try again. Here we go.
All that time you spent screwing...
Or do I have to do it?
You can try.
What's it in, Brand?
Yep.
All that time you spent screwing up, it probably takes equal amount of time.
Hide that. That's why we have you guys to
troubleshoot.
Figure this out. All right, let me see if I go.
Oh, you guys hear it when it plays?
Oh, you do hear it.
Oh, so it's us that doesn't hear it for some reason.
We hear talking when it plays. All right, here. Let me try this way. Let me see if this works.
They can hear it. All that time screwing off. Easy, Kenneth. I'm trying.
Okay.
Right, if you guys can hear it, fine. Let's roll.
All right, so I'll play it and let us know if you can hear the whole thing. Okay.
Oh, okay. You were screwing around. Okay, that's cool.
All right, we ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
All that time you spent screwing up, it probably takes equal amount of time to get it right. If you get up and get after it 2, 3 hours, 4 hours, you're going to be a lot less likely to make poor choices the rest of the day. The rest of the day is going to seem a whole heck of a lot easier. By choosing my hard to be these hard workouts, it makes these other life problems not so insurmountable. I've never been one of those people who count days. All of us that are in this fight are in the same place. It's all just about today. Even if you lose, you still win because you're still 90% ahead of everybody else in life. Just the fact that you went out there and you put yourself through that. You gotta keep pushing forward.
Very cool.
Okay, so yeah.
Judy, now I want to go work out again.
I'm trying. He's saying that he can't find a link.
Oh, here, I can. Do you have his email? You can resend it.
I'm gonna send it right now, but I think it might just be hold on, I'm checking to make sure it's the right one.
Yeah. That's a really cool commercial, though. So whoever did that, props to them for doing that commercial. And it was really cool of him to just send it to us and get the opportunity to share it. So
yeah, I sent it. It's probably, you know what? It's probably in his
junk.
In his junk mail.
It's in his junk.
Oh, it won't. Oh, you want to try it? Okay, fine. You try it. Maybe because it's telling me that it's not. Let me see. This one.
Okay.
Yeah. Nah, I super pumped. See, this is why we do checks. Sorry, dude.
No worries. We will
Yeah.
figure
And
it out.
honestly, my wife is better at this than I am. I try to make it happen. But other than that, how did you guys feel about the 7 podcast we did? There was a dude in there that said something about how we didn't it's never gonna happen. You know what I mean? Like what the Democrats say is gonna happen is never gonna happen. Then Republicans say like whatever, like that it'll never happen. They'll never do it. But unfortunately, like they are gonna do it. You know what I mean? Or it's already been done. It's not on. You know what I mean? I don't know. That comment to me, I was like, I've heard that before. I've heard people tell me, hey, like Democrats are never going to do that. That's not their thing. Same thing, Republicans, they're never going to do that. The only thing for me, I think I found is that Republicans kind of never do it, and Democrats do it. Or it's like, oh, it's a case by case basis, but it's not a case by case basis.
When it comes to
like the person made the comment that taking your kids away.
Oh.
That's only a case by case basis, and I'm just like, or men and women's sports is just a case by case basis, but it's kind of not.
Well,
We've already
aren't
seen it.
Aren't they trying to make it a blanket statement though? Isn't that what we've been talking about?
Kenneth Lapp, I would have never thought Roe versus Wade would have gone away. Fair. Yeah, me either.
Yeah.
Like if they had told me that, I would have been like, yeah, no, they're not going to do that. That's not what Republicans are going to do. But also they told me that when Trump got into office the first time that he was going to take away gay marriage, and that never happened either. So and also did they just take away the federal blanket of Roe versus Wade? Or did they just give it back to the states? You know what I mean? So that's kind of my question with that. And that's why I have to look more into that. Because if they gave it back to the states, like your state can decide. You know what I mean? It's not
and
it gives it back to the people. That was my thought initially. Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah. I think that from having more conversations or whatever, obviously the more the federal government is involved, the less
we have a choice.
We have a say. We have a choice. And so I guess my question is, why is there such a big fight to get things federally involved? Like, why get the federal government involved as much? If that actually is going to take away more of our choices.
To me, it just feels like they want us to get in line. That's the thing that's pushing me the other way, is just, it's like, I want you to get in line. I want you to do what we say. I don't want you to ask questions. And I don't, want you to question it. It's that thing now that's starting, and maybe the chat can help, but are we a republic or are we a democracy? Because now it seems like the word democracy is starting to sound a little weird. I never thought about the word democracy as being weird, but now it's starting to be a little weird. So are we fighting? Again, these are conversations that I want to have because I don't understand them either. I'm trying to understand them too.
Yeah.
Are we a republic? Or are we a democracy? Because now democracy is starting to sound like the government just controls us.
Yeah, Kenneth the Lab. They want us dependent on the government paying them for everything to exist.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that. And then there was that weird, I have it somewhere. I don't want to but I have it somewhere where she says like we have to get rid of, or no, that she's in favor of the fact that we're overpopulated and we need to be underpopulated or something like that. She actually says that. She's like, there's overpopulation. We have to get rid of overpopulation and blah, blah, blah. And so then, of course, my mind goes to whatever weird conspiracy theory. Oh, shoot. They're trying, but they're not connecting.
Do they have Chrome?
Oh. Hold on. Yeah, that was a thing. Or they're texting me. I don't know. I'll try to text them. But oh, dude, it's okay. You don't have to be sorry.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. Try to figure it out. And if
we've done this multiple times before.
Yeah, all good. Yeah, I don't.
Sorry, where was I at? I forgot where I was at. I
forgot.
Well, let's go. Kenneth Lapp, what did you say? Democratic Republic? Okay, so it's supposed to be the two things.
Oh, overpopulation.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. She said something about there's a reel out there. I could go to it, but I don't want to like get away from everything I have pulled up for him. But she says something about there being overpopulation, how there needs to not be overpopulation. And then my mind starts going to, holy crap, the whole thing with, sterilizing children. And I start going in there, and then I'm like, oh, this is your plan. This is what you're trying to do.
Mm-hmm.
And so that kind of weirds me out a little bit too. And then, this, I don't know. It just, I don't like what they're talking about. I don't like what their mission is, what their goal is. And so I'm not about that. Like, I can't do it.
Is it still this whole idea of separation between money classes, where like the more money that you have, the more power that you have, the more say that you have, and then now getting the government more involved in your stuff keeps you from losing?
They always want to play the classes against classes, right? They always want to make us not like each other. You don't want, they make the middle class or the lower class feel like, hey, the rich have the money, so tax the rich, and then it'll be, oh, here we go.
Let's see. Yeah.
Let's go.
You got to just change it to 3.
Yep.
Can you hear me?
Oh, sound.
Can't hear you.
Here we go with the sound.
No sound.
They can't hear you?
No. Hold on.
We got it. Almost.
Oh, they
you
hear
guys
her.
hear him, and we.
Okay.
I can hear you.
It's
you
us.
and you hear us. Okay, so hold on. Hold on. Jeffrey.
Yeah, this is what happens. We got a new.
Jeffrey. Come help us.
What's up?
I can hear them.
Yeah.
No, nothing.
Okay, so
Hold
just
on.
can't hear
Let's
you.
try this.
Hold on.
Let me try something real quick.
Yeah, no, he can hear you.
I know he can hear us.
Yeah, but we can't hear him. We just got a new road.
What's up now?
What about now?
Oh man.
No.
Control Alt Delete. Thanks, Jude.
Yeah, I know. For real.
All right, hold on. We just got a new road. Hold on 1 second.
There is something. Try again.
Plugged into the right thing.
Nope.
Just try to unplug it, see what happens.
What about now?
Turn that off.
No?
Microphones are. Okay. Well, we'll figure this out in a second. Our headphones.
Everything is plugged in. Are all of your
Now?
How can we not hear him?
Testing.
What about now?
Thank you, Kenneth. He's gonna transcribe everything Carl says to us. Appreciate it.
No.
Huh?
This is crazy, dude. Of course it is. Control. Yeah.
Test.
Yeah.
Test.
We can't though. Do we just take it and put it in we'll just have a rough
Testing.
audio and put it on our computer.
Default.
What about now?
This is unmuted. Did they mute you? Can they hear you now?
I can hear them. They can't
what
hear
if we
me.
I
turn
can't
off
hear you.
the Bluetooth.
Can they hear you?
Can you hear me now?
That's
What
just
about-
my phone though.
What about now? No?
Stereo doesn't work. Oh,
So everything's good.
testing. Thanks. Appreciate you.
Yeah,
Carl, if you
I
can
know
see the
if
chat, can you see the chat?
Connected here. I'm connected here.
Thanks, Kenneth. Fair.
No, it's us. They can hear him, but we can't hear
Like
him.
we also couldn't hear the
Like this is road. This is
yeah.
but we still
And
can't hear
we
him.
should have known it because they can hear the video to
We also couldn't hear the like this is road.
to the video that we played, but we couldn't hear it.
Yeah.
So
You can't hear me?
something on our end.
should have known it because they can hear the video to we also couldn't hear
The chat hears everyone.
video that we played, but we couldn't hear it.
The chat hears
So-
me?
We should have known it because they can
Hey Carl, can you see the chat?
I can.
The chat hears everyone.
You can answer them if you want to.
Hey Carl, can you see the chat?
Huh? Oh.
Can they hear you now? But chat can hear them, but they can't hear you.
Oh, Carl's headband. Yeah, I know. I do like the headband. That's old school. Can you?
They should
Can
be able to
anyone
hear
hear me?
you. Yeah, they should be able to hear you.
What about now?
Try it. Mess with it. See what. Can anyone hear me? The chat can hear you. We can't
have
hear
to-
you.
Yeah.
That's the problem. Is for some reason like
Is
You gotta cut the first 10 minutes of this.
Hey,
I-
we can hear you, so they can hear you.
They can
Look,
hear me
This
now?
is
Viewers
amazing.
can hear.
No, the viewers can hear me.
That's what I'm saying. So that's their problem. It's not yours.
yeah, you can answer the chat if you want. They can talk to
hear
you. Yeah, the chat can hear you. You can answer the chat if
Okay.
you want. They can hear us. Let's just Judy Reed. Let's just all communicate. Yeah, for sure.
We did.
Log off.
We
log
did.
back in.
We did that.
That's what. Oh,
Everyone's gonna do that again?
I'm on the main stereo. I think.
Man.
Is that even on? Oh yeah, I know. See what happens when you get new things and you try to upgrade. This is what happens when you try to upgrade stuff. Let's see, Carl, what you got in the weed and weed accessories? I was gonna say, how
So
was
do you
your
want me to if I answer that in the audio,
know.
can they hear me or do I have to type it?
We can talk.
wait, hold on, let me see something. Let me try something.
Oh, all right. Kenneth hears me. So you want to start off with a hard question, Ken? I'll say what got me into CBD is being around that industry for like 25 years. And around 2018, I don't know, are you plugging that in or am I just... All right. Around 2018 when they passed that farm bill, they
Literally.
made hemp. They changed the hemp
This is
laws.
crazy.
So
I don't
It's all
get
right.
it.
It's
Like,
all right. Keep talking.
just take over everything.
you want me to just okay? So I
Damn, Wad Zombie.
got
I'm
heavily
paying
into
attention. I'm trying to
fitness.
fix and pay attention.
I got heavily into fitness in, let's say, 2015, 16. At that point in time, I was already at the beginning of my sobriety journey, and I was beginning to experience certain like tendonitis, aches, pains, things like that. And I'm a very holistic healer, if that makes sense. So that's what made me delve into trying to create these CBD products. Yeah, 2018 might have been a good time for that. Hemp is really massively produced right now, and it's not so much. I also want to know how he got hooked up with. Oh man, you really want me to do this? How did you get hooked up with Taylor? All right, take these one at a time here. Taylor, I did the Charlotte Classic last November. What was that? 2023. 2023. I did the Masters division, and that's.
No, there is.
Now you can hear me. I'm doing great. This is stressing me out. So that's how I know Taylor. Previous question, hemp business 2018. That's when they changed the farm bill. So that is what legalized it to a sense. But it's still a very difficult business because we're not allowed to advertise on social media. We're not allowed to advertise on Facebook. We're not allowed to advertise on Instagram. It does not adhere to the community guidelines. Which is,
oh shoot, we got it. Can you hear us?
Business.
Carl, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can.
Yay!
Oh my god, holy crap.
I think
so,
I think that first I think we got to cut that first 10 minutes.
No, it's
There's
all
no,
good.
yeah,
It's
fine.
all
Yeah,
good.
it's how we go. We did it. We did it.
No, so on my end, there's a couple different road settings. So I just clicked a couple of them. So I guess that might just be what it is. So, but you're here. Welcome, Carl. Thank you, everybody, for being so patient and with us. So here we are. Here we go.
Holy crap.
Working, it's good.
Dude, that hasn't happened in a very long time. That was whoa.
What? How did you tequila? Gluten here. How's it going?
It's good.
It's so
good. Really
good
good
to
to
see
meet you.
Good to see you guys. How are you doing today?
Good. How are you?
I'm all right.
Good. Well, we played your commercial, so we wanted to say thank you for sharing that with us and giving that to us. A lot of people really, really enjoyed it. So I would like to start with that really quick. Like, how did you come up with it? Why was it important for you to make a commercial like that?
Which one did you play?
It was you working out.
Oh, the dark background.
Yes. Yes.
I mean, a lot of times these things just come to my head and it just happens. I can't say.
Did you film it yourself?
No. I worked with a videographer that
nice.
That helped put my idea into video.
Yeah,
that was really only second or third attempt at doing that. So I'm glad you liked it.
Yeah, really cool.
It was awesome. I
think it's a little bit too long for YouTube. So my idea behind it is because we sponsor some shows, even like this one. And as I was trying to answer Ken's question before, it's very difficult for us to advertise. Social media shadow bans us. They say we don't adhere to the community guidelines, even though we're a legal business, we pay taxes. So doing commercials like that so we can play ads during shows, I think would be really beneficial. But I think that one's kind of too long.
It was and everybody loved you. Judy Reed, you're doing great, Carl. Of course, Wad Zombie, my mic was off. Sure. I always hit the buttons.
Yeah, we're good.
You need a gummy. Yeah, this is just the fun of it. You just figure it out. Like I said, we just got new equipment, came in the mail today. We thought we had it, and then we didn't have it. So it's all good.
It's all good. It's all good.
You just got back from hanging out with Taylor, right?
Yeah. Yes.
How'd that go?
I went pretty good. Once we got the first workout done and I didn't die, I was good to go. I was a little worried at the first one. The first one was actually at the park, and it was a lot of running. It was every 4 minutes, 600-meter run for 8 sets. And
so are you just there hanging out though? Like, is that the thing? You're just there to hang out, see your boy, he's your boy.
Yeah. And we did a full training schedule. It was a full training schedule. So the idea was just to go there and do a full training schedule. For me, myself, just doing this sport, the way to get better is by doing these kinds of things.
Ooh. And
Yeah.
Taylor's not nice when it comes to programming at all. We see those type of programs that he does and workouts that he does.
Isn't that the whole point of it, though? I mean, being comfortable, uncomfortable.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. So were you there? Is this the first time that you have hung out with Taylor in person?
No, I actually know Taylor from the Charlotte Classic last November. Actually, Brian Friend hooked us up with the Charlotte Classic last year, and that's how I know Taylor.
Nice.
What gets you into this? What gets you into CrossFit? What makes you just drink the Kool-Aid and where does Carl live? Judy Reed.
I'm in between Las Vegas and Los Angeles. Las Vegas, because our business is incorporated here. I'm a part of a fitness community here. Someone I grew up with owns a gym here. That's actually where we're broadcasting from. Project Fitness, Las Vegas.
Oh, cool.
And how I got hooked up with CrossFit is probably around 2015. I was just really looking for an answer for myself. I struggled with sobriety for a super long time, like 20 years. And I was just looking to be a part of something that could possibly help me out.
That was crazy. That was one of the reasons why I reached out to you in the first place, right? I had a little something happen to my family. My nephew OD'd. Thankfully he's okay. I don't really know I feel like they don't want to tell me just yet.
What do you mean? They don't want to tell you what?
They don't. I almost feel like there's a little embarrassment there, right? Like I'm usually the one that's the level-headed one that's like, hey, you know, he lived with us for a while, my sister lived with us for a while, and you know, I'm usually like the one that's like the level-headed one, and I don't know. I feel like it's his my sister's mom is the one that reached out to us and told us what happened.
Told me. She told me, yeah.
It was lean. I don't know if you've ever heard of lean. I had never.
Yeah, it's like codeine lean.
Yeah.
It's like that syrup they put in drinks.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, it's not your fault, and there's nothing you can do. I mean, sadly, just an addict is going to do what an addict is going to do, and that's.
Yeah, and that's the reason I reached out to you, because I really kind of wanted to like understand a little bit more about it. I also, again, like I said, when I first talked to you and I first called you, I just had questions. I just wanted to know. No one I had talked to has ever heard of lean. It was just he's a young kid. I don't know. So I just kind of wanted to talk to you and see. And I don't know if they're gonna get him the help that he needs, or if.
Okay, but you got to want the help in order to get the help. And even if you want the help and go get the help, it still could be a work in progress for a really long time.
Yeah.
So
and you said that you've struggled with it for a long time.
Yes.
And then you found CrossFit. Was it the CrossFit community that really helped start your sobriety journey, or were you?
No. I mean, I knew I had a problem for a really long time. I think a friend of mine got me to go to an AA meeting like as far back as maybe like 1997. And I didn't start doing CrossFit until like 2015. And even like in the beginning when I started doing it, it was like I'd be good for a couple months or a couple weeks and then not good. I didn't really get any sustainability with it until about October 2015. But I had to decide within myself that this is something that I'm going to do. And I kind of decided within myself that I'm going to commit to the 6 a.m. class. And my reason behind that was, if you're going to commit to 6 a.m. class, you're going to be in bed by like 9 o'clock.
You can't do anything at night. Yeah.
And this is also not an easy commitment. Like at that point in time, like I chose pretty much to make like 6 a.m. and the job I was doing at that time my entire life, and there was nothing else. And a lot of times that can be good for somebody for a couple months, and you'll start feeling good. Like the dopamine levels in your head will go way up initially, but it becomes exceedingly difficult, I think, around like month 9, month 10. And that I find a lot of times with people that struggle with this is when, people can fall back
I
because it can be boring, but you
I
gotta, there's no
yeah,
other way.
push I asked Taylor this, and it was just kind of, hey, they tell you drug addicts always chase that first high, and then it's harder and harder and harder to find that first high that you have. Is that a little bit of like, can that be put into like anything else you wanna if you wanna make CrossFit your next addiction, or you wanna make running your next addiction, or weightlifting your next addiction, or whatever? Is that kind of the same thing if you don't work through trying to figure out how you don't need that feeling of that first high anymore? Is that kind of what it is?
I don't think for me it was about like the first high, but it's interesting that you say that because I don't think that there's like I don't have a cure for it, and I don't think that even now I'm sitting here and I'm okay. Like I went to Charlotte and we're doing 4 hours of working out, and because we're doing that, it's just trading one addiction for another, and it just was trading something negative for something positive is really the only answer that I have found that has been able to work for me. But I would say you're definitely chasing something. I mean, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it was chasing the first high. I mean, I think I naturally probably have a lot of anxiety. Maybe that's what led me down that path. I don't know.
John Young would say we're chasing forgiveness. That's what he would say. That's what he's told me before. But
I mean,
and he's probably not wrong. But so you mentioned like 97. How old are you?
45.
Okay, so you're a couple years older than me. I was like,
Yeah.
wait, 97? You were doing what? Like, oh, okay. So how long has this journey like afterwards been? Like when now you're clean and sober, you figure it out. What now is your goal? Like what gets you there to be like, hey, this is my goal. I don't want to do this anymore. I want to do this. And that's
I mean, it's just to not addiction's a rough road, and it'll take you some dark places. I don't want that for myself, but I probably what motivates me to do 3 or 4 hours of working out is fear. Fear of like falling back into that. Um I think accountability maybe to the community, accountability to my business probably keeps me, helps me stay sober one day at a time. I still think it is one day at a time. And I don't think if you're 3 years sober, 5 years sober, 8 years sober, if you get more time, it can be even more dangerous because if you fall back, that's a lot of times that's when people die. I've had family members fall back, and
so you can't get relaxed ever.
I don't I don't feel like I can be. But a lot of it is changing your environment. I'm not around. It's been so long. Like I'm not around those types of people or in those types of environments, and I'm
Oh, so
not.
no, can I ask you? I'm sorry. I'm doing this like uh because of my nephew. I really want to know. I've tried to talk to Taylor a lot. I have talked to him a lot. He's been amazing talking to me about it. But what were those environments like? Like what was the environment that you were in that was
Well, all right. If you're gonna hang out in nightclubs, you're
yeah,
gonna do what they do in nightclubs. If you hang out there, where you hang out is what you're gonna be. If you go to 6 a.m. CrossFit every day, you're gonna get probably somewhat healthy and somewhat fit. If you hang out in bars every night, it's not gonna
right.
go well.
Yeah.
It's not gonna go well. So I would say like environment. But you got to be motivated to change your environment, and that's not easy because you're going to start out and you're going to have no friends, and then like at least for a little while, those old people are going to reach back out to you and try and suck you back in.
Yeah.
They make you feel guilty for leaving, right? Or is it guilt, or is it like makes you feel like you're missing out?
I don't know. I think they're just looking for someone to get high with.
Almost kind of like you need that, what is it, codependence? Like you need that person that you've always had around you to justify doing those type of things, right?
But after a while, if you stay away for a little while, those people give up pretty quick. They're going to leave you alone.
Yeah.
But again, that's on you to make. You got to. The discipline has to come from within to decide to make better choices. And I'm definitely very aware of where I'm going and what I'm doing.
So when do you start your business? When is that?
2018.
2018.
Like November 2018.
And so what is it that gets you into the like recovery CBD side? Like I know there's a lot of benefits to CBD recovery, but what gets you into that?
I think a couple different things is partially being down that road with sobriety is looking for other ways for healing and recovering, staying away from narcotics, painkillers, things like that. And I spent a large part of my life around that type of business. And when I was able to I didn't figure it out, but when they started extracting the CBD and the other cannabinoids from the plant for healing, which I think has a lot of value, for whatever reason, I decided to turn it into a business, mostly to help myself more than anything. And then, I don't know.
Never worried that you wanted to go into the CBD field because everybody wants to, a lot of people will make it, oh, you're just going from drugs to drugs again. Like it's just drugs
but
again.
It's not drugs though.
No, listen, I get it. I'm just saying that.
Well, I mean, that was actually going to be my question. Like,
I've done some drugs. This is not drugs.
Yeah. Because some people will say, that CBD is if they don't understand it.
But that's a big part of the problem that we have. Like, we're still very much a small business and a struggling business. And a large part of it is because of that connotation right there.
Yeah.
That's not what this is.
Yeah.
At all whatsoever. And
so for somebody that wouldn't understand what CBD is, because most people think CBD, that's weed is bad for you, weed's the gateway drug, and the list goes on and the snowball goes on. What is the difference between CBD and like smoking it and all that type of stuff?
Well, from CBD to weed, the THC has been extracted, or the CBD has been extracted out of the plant. And CBD comes from a hemp plant. Primarily, weed is from a marijuana plant. Which are two different things entirely. There's only a small amount of CBD in a marijuana plant. So if you had a marijuana plant,
you're gonna have to tell me this because when I think of CBD or any of this stuff, I just immediately go to a marijuana plant.
Yeah.
So if you had a marijuana plant and it flowers and the buds come, the short version, you hang that, you dry that, you smoke that, it'll probably have like 28% THC, 2% CBD.
Okay.
When you grow a hemp plant, it's the opposite. It's like primarily 28% CBD and the other cannabinoids, and a small portion is THC. Plus, hemp is easily grown outside. It's not that temperamental to weather and heat and other kind of conditions. So hemp plant is grown massively outside, and for our product specifically, they extract just the CBD, which is for healing. There's CBD receptors in your body. There's a lot of CBD receptors in your elbows, your knees, things like that. And when you apply CBD or ingest CBD, it helps feed your natural CBD receptors that are in your body. That's a quick, basic.
I am going to ask this because it's Wad Zombie and he's amazing, but serious question to derail the conversation. What happens if I put CBD lotion on my penis?
It could reduce the inflammation.
I don't know if you want that, Wad Zombie. I'm not versed in that. But
It
give
depends. He might stick his penis in some bad spots and need to reduce the inflammation. And this could be helpful and this could be beneficial.
Carl, always thinking about recovery. That's what.
I mean-
Listen, that's what
it's about.
this is what we roll with. So and it actually does. I mean, it's really helped my knees. So thank you very much. And nobody say
again-
anything about the fact that it helped my knees. Shut up. Thank you.
You knew that was. Gonna
I know.
happen.
I pause. Like, get out of here.
But again, if you read that, like, there's a lot of other ingredients in there that we're using that are not just CBD that are aiding in the healing process, like essential oils, things like that. So it's a product that works really well. Again, a big part of the problem that we're having is it has a negative connotation. And I'm surprised even in this day and age, 2024, people will be really quick to go for painkillers or ibuprofen and all that when your body has CBD receptors in the body. This is something that's actually good for the body. And it's been incredibly difficult.
Why do you think that is, though? Why do you think there's still such a taboo around it? Do you think it's just because everybody's so used to the pharmaceutical companies? Just that's how we fix everything.
I think Big Pharma is a big part of it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Big Pharma is only allowed to advertise like on TV in 2 countries in the entire world, and this is one of them. And this is one of them.
Yeah.
Big Pharma does not like our business at all.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
I'm not. They want us to be dependent on so many things.
But all they're doing is giving you a drug to treat a symptom.
Yeah.
And then if that symptom gets a little bit better and you have another symptom, they're going to give you another drug for the next symptom. And it's just going to keep going and going and going and going and going.
Because it's the side effects of the side effects of the side effects of the side effects. So if somebody was to ask, does CBD have side effects?
No.
No, isn't that
no negative side effects? It might have like
a
calming. It might have like a calming side effect.
Yeah.
Like if you ingest it, if you have super high anxiety, it could relieve your anxiety. It works different for different people. You know, some people might need a little bit more than others.
Right.
For me, myself, I'm not using it so much for anxiety. More of mine is for muscle recovery.
That's what I would say too. But I have to think I had a lot of buddies that served way more time in the military than me. And Kenneth, maybe you can speak to this too a little bit. But the feeling back then was they used to smoke weed to help them sleep, to relax their PTSD, to kind of, you know, be able to eat or whatever. Same thing as cancer patients, right? Like they started realizing, or even back in the 90s, 80s with AIDS and stuff, like smoking a joint would ease all of the horrible symptoms that they were getting either from the medication they had to take to mess with the disease or whatever. But whatever was in weed was something that was soothing to the body.
I mean, it can be, but why is that still Schedule 1? And
yeah,
I don't know. If you go to the doctor and tell them your knee hurts, they're gonna give you 3 different prescriptions.
So then when those prescriptions fuck you up, then you end up having to take weed anyway, smoke weed anyway. So
or something worse. I mean,
right.
Not the.
I get it. I know.
Big Pharma creates like a lot of opium
dependency.
People progress a lot of times from painkillers to like heroin, things like that.
Yeah. Okay. So sorry, we got off that. I just had a few questions there, but when you start your business, what's your main goal when you start your business? So you just want the recovery, you want where do you start? What's the starting point?
Well, the main goal in the beginning was just tinkering around with different products, and I made them for myself. I made them for my dog, and then it's progressed into turning it into a business. You know, I'm hoping.
Yeah, this stuff is this really has helped my dog's back legs, by the way, because he's older now. So it really like you don't see him slip on the stairs as much anymore. Or be like it's kind of cool.
So I'm hoping that this could potentially help me pay my bills, because I'm definitely not the kind of person that would do well in corporate America. So
yeah. Don't seem like you guys are friends or want to be friends.
So I really need this to work, but it's been incredibly frustrating. You know, we're, like I said before, we're not allowed to advertise on social media. Like, we can post something on social media, but we can't advertise on social media. I can't boost a post on social media. They'll flag us. Yeah.
What's happened? What have they done? Have they just like
They flag it immediately?
Do they take it down, or do they shadow ban you, or
both?
Oh,
Or
So
they'll
how
put
do
you in
you
like
reach?
30-day jail. So how do I, by doing things like this?
That's really cool. That's really cool
Things
that
like
you're
this, or having like other people, again, for like example, if Taylor posts something and posts a product, then in theory that drives engagement. People see us, and if they see us more, maybe they'll purchase something.
So you can't personally market the product, but Taylor can, but someone like Taylor can do it on his own, or do you have to be very specific on kind of what he says and what he does?
He's not advertising. He's just putting a picture or a video of himself using it.
Oh, okay.
It's not like he's not advertising.
So if we
if he does put that picture up and he boosts that post or pays to boost that post, he'll be flagged.
Oh, geez. So he can share a picture of it or a video of him using it, but he can't actually talk about what it is, what the benefits are, and why he uses it.
You could talk about that, but you cannot pay to advertise.
Oh,
so, like, you know how you cannot pay to advertise. He can say, like, I can say that this product is great, this is what's in it, but I can't pay to advertise.
So if I take a video of my dog like taking a dropper full of this and just post it on my Instagram and just be like, hey, thanks HGR, appreciate you, my dog's walking better, and then just leave the post and tag people in it, then we're good and nothing.
That's fine. But if you pay to boost that post, they're gonna flag you, put you in 30-day jail. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
And like I said, we're running a legal business. We're paying taxes.
Kenneth Lapp, business account versus regular accounts, boosted posts, etc. So yeah, like if you
I've tried everything.
All of it. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Well, it's because it's this whole idea of like big pharma and the medical field and all this type of stuff versus like the healers, like the natural paths, healers or whatever, because this is obviously not in lines with big pharma. So when you started this, did you already know that that was going to be a thing, or were you more surprised that it's as hard as it is?
I'm really surprised that it's as hard as it is. I thought when the Farm Bill was signed, it went into effect in 2018. But I mean, I was all looped out on stuff for like on and off for 20 years. So I didn't pay attention to like, I just figured it's a legal business. I didn't think it was going to be this hard at all.
Yeah.
But big pharma, it's bad. It's a lot worse than you think. Like they're poisoning the food that you eat for the most part, even when you go to the store.
Yeah.
Like 90% of the antibiotics that big pharma produces in America is going into the food that they're feeding most of the animals that people are eating. And like you eat that stuff, you're getting that stuff into your body. And it's all in effect. Then it's inflaming your body. And then your body's inflamed. And then you hurt your shoulder, you hurt your elbow, and then they go give you a prescription.
Right.
It's all a big cycle.
Big circle, yeah.
Yeah. It's how do we get sick and how do we stay sick? To always be needing.
They don't want you to get better.
Right. Yep. No. Well, that's why they're transing kids at this point, because you can't get better after you like do a surgery like that. And then you're just stuck on their cycle of crap forever. So anyway, sorry.
Isn't that just I mean,
I had to go. No, you don't have to go into it.
Okay. All right. But respectfully, right? Respectfully. Why can't you just be gay?
Thank you. Appreciate you.
I'm just asking.
Yes. Be gay.
We are too.
We are just gay.
We are
asking. But that's cool. That's cool.
We're fine.
Yep.
So what? And I've been in LA for like 15 years, and all of a sudden, I mean, there was like 5 trannies for like 13 years, and now all of a sudden it's a thing.
Yeah. Don't ask me, dude. I don't know. It was fine for us to just be gay when we were little, so it is what it is. But Which big pharma? The cure is the disease. Yeah, sure.
Well,
Absolutely.
it's that reel that people play all the time that you have two windows and the line is very long to big pharma, medicine, all that type of stuff. And then the other window, there's no one, and it's the natural healing, it's the exercise, it's the food. So you say that big pharma has their hands in our food too. How, I mean, I don't really know if there's an answer for this, but like, how do we pick better food? Or is it literally in all of our food, but stuff like CBD can like help get that inflammation out and start to feel a little bit better?
CBD is going to help reduce your inflammation. But all these things work together, and you can pick better food, but you got to be very cognizant of where you're shopping and what you're buying. Like there is like grass-fed, grass-finished meat. There is no corn, no soy, eggs. You know, a lot of those grains on top of what Big Pharma is feeding them are also bad. Like I think the average American diet probably has 40 times the amount of omega-6s necessary for life. I mean, and just like go outside and look around. Most people are overweight.
Yeah.
So I'm not like just making this up. So you have to be careful of like what you're buying and look for, you know, organic food. And again, I think with anything there's good, better, best.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you got to start somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah. You do the best that you can with the food that is provided in the area that you live. Yep.
But there's organic food available probably where you live, or
Oh yeah,
yeah.
sure. Yeah.
even organic vegetables that are not like even the vegetables and the fruit, they're sprayed with all kinds of pesticides and all that, and
Even the
that's getting into
organic
your
ones?
body, not
Even
the organic ones.
Oh, okay.
No, but even out here, it's the thing. It's like, yeah, that's great, but can you afford it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
All right, but wait a minute, isn't getting sick more expensive?
True.
Fair.
True. Yeah.
But that's not the message that's going around. But yeah, I understand exactly what you say. Would you rather pay hospital bills or would you rather pay grocery bills? Yeah,
I mean, you're gonna pay one way or another.
Exactly.
Fair.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
And it's the investment too. You know, if you think about it more as an investment in yourself, you know, what's the greatest investment that we can have is literally in our health, in our personal health. And you need to make that decision. And when you change it from that, I think, at least for me, like that's a huge mind shift for me. If like it's an investment in myself, going to the gym, paying for a trainer, paying for food, and versus like you're saying, like going to being stuck on medicine and the hospital and all this type of stuff. Like you just pick your hard. Both are hard. Pick your hard.
Isn't that how people argue the price of CrossFit gyms too? Yep.
Yeah, but I think people are just looking for an easy way out.
I want to get to this because I really wanted to ask you this. I don't know what you're asking me right now, Jody Lynn, but you brought me back to a good topic. Are these the gummies that Sevon pops on his show? Yeah, he's definitely the one that sends that. But she just reminded me. Thank you, Jody. I appreciate you so much. What is it that is, because he keeps saying, hey, there's something about these gummies. There's something not in them. I have no idea what it is or how he explains it. I just talked to Carl yesterday. What is it? So what is different about your...
There's no sucralose in there.
Sucralose. Okay, then I can.
So if you look on a lot of drinks, that's a cheap sweetener. Or even in the supplement industry, and there's another frustrating thing. In the supplement industry, most of these supplements that are being put out there are not that good for you. They have like xanthan gum in it or like sucralose. Sucralose will give you it not immediately. All right, like if you smoke a cigarette, right, it's not going to kill you immediately
on the spot.
But over a long period of time, it's going to do bad things to you. So over a long period of time, things like sucralose will give you brain damage or leaky gut syndrome, or could cause inflammation in your body, and then you go work out and then you pull something like that. But the sucralose is incredibly harmful, but it's incredibly cheap for supplement companies to use and put in their products, which is why they do it. And we don't do it, and it's actually incredibly difficult to even find a manufacturer that was going to make those gummies in that type of way. Most candy manufacturers won't do it. They don't care.
They just want to get the
They just make a product for as cheap as possible and charge you
the most they can.
The most amount of money.
Bernie Gannon, what's up, dude? For the first time in our history, the average life expectancy of Americans is decreasing. There are certainly many reasons, but nutrition is likely. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And most people they're working jobs. They're not working outside, or, they're working sedentary lifestyle.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And like, even as you said before, if you pick better food and make better choices, you're going to be more productive. You're going to be better at your job. You're probably going to make more money than by not doing those kinds of things. But the sedentary lifestyle, I mean, if I look around, not to be that guy, most people my age are not in that good of shape outside of CrossFit community, like just in life.
Yeah.
I mean, and you can't even shit on, like, there's a lot of, like, I know a lot of dudes that, and I know Savon's going to hate this, but that play pickleball, or the women that go to yoga and goat yoga and whatever. But you're doing something, right? Like, you're moving, you're not sitting around. It's not what we would say is the best, but it's also, you're doing something other than, yeah.
What is goat yoga?
Goat yoga, where they like put goats on you, baby goats, while you're doing yoga.
They just let the goats run around
you're doing yoga, jump on you and shit. It's some weird bougie.
But why though?
I don't. It's supposed to make you happy.
They're supposed to make you.
There's supposed to be a serotonin something that happens. I don't know.
From the goat, or
from the goat.
From the goat.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. It's weird bougie shit. But at least they're out there stretching. They're doing like a weird go-wad situation. Like, it's fine. Yeah, whatever.
Do something. Yeah. Yep.
But okay, so I know I wasted like 20 minutes like trying to figure out my audio, but you were a rock star. I really appreciate you doing that.
Yeah.
That was really cool. If I didn't, I'll have to go back and listen to you explain how you met Taylor, but like, how did you get into the Savon verse? Like, how did that?
Well, if you really want to know, somebody I grew up with, and you can look him up, was on his show about a year and a half ago.
Mm-hmm.
You can actually look up the show. I believe it was Adam Kramer, $10 million something.
Oh, okay.
So that's how I found Savon. And I love Adam to death, but we have a different recollection of past events. But he's actually also someone, he found sobriety in prison. And he's doing some really good things for the community, and he helps people, and he works with kids, and he helps kids, and he did a show about this on Savon's show.
Oh yeah, I think I saw that. Yeah. He's doing work in the prisons, right? Like he's
he does work with juveniles. He's still back east, but he does a lot for the community.
That's awesome.
And he's been sober a long time, and I don't know, some things that are in the past I think are better to just leave there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's really cool. And so that, like, because now you're like sponsoring everything. You had sponsorship on the Kill Taylor.
Mm-hmm.
He's eating your gummies every day, and he also
we got to get the name out somehow.
You do.
He like ate it. He's like, oh, my mouth is. What? I was like, dude, I don't think you're supposed to pop like 4 at one time. But maybe you are. I don't know. But it's cool. It is cool.
Yeah.
So it's really fun to see you out there doing your thing. What's next? I see you got the new IG page. I'll pull that up in a second. But the HGR Athletics.
Mm-hmm. This is just kind of something I came up with as we go to events and to use at events. And I don't know. I'm just trying to paint these products in any kind of light I can to just at least get somebody to try it, because when people try it, they like it and they come back. And like I said, we're a small, struggling business, and we're just trying to get our name out there as best we can.
Follow it right now.
That is the
other page, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's kind of created as like a workaround so we can try to post things on Facebook.
Hey, right now it's looking
if you really want to know, like, that's kind of used so we can kind of post things on Facebook. Because if I post things on Facebook, this is how messed up this is. If I post things on Facebook through the other account and Facebook decides to delete the account, they'll delete all my accounts. But if it's done this way, then they'll just delete this account.
Wow, dude, that's crazy.
So
And then I'm
assuming,
scared.
yeah.
That page right there, that's not attached to our website.
To anything.
It's not
Wow.
attached to our website. So officially that page has nothing to do with our website. So
Yeah.
I don't want them to try and take down our website. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, that's crazy, dude.
It's completely I mean, hopefully at some point in time our government will change.
Well, I was about to say, so I guess you're looking forward to the next election, huh? Like
the truest sigh that we could all possibly feel.
I'm hoping that we have an election and that this country can come together in some type of way. Everything is very divisive, and that's not the answer.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Like we can all get along, right? You can you guys can be gay and I cannot, and we could be cool, right?
You can hang out still.
Yeah.
Right? So like I feel like we should all be able to get along, and I don't like what's going on right now.
Yeah, you're not alone, and we're hoping that like everybody will take a breath and relax a little bit too. So you say that you're a very small company. So the people that actually make your products, are they part of a small company, or were you able to find a larger company that follows and has similar values that you have?
They're also initially we were producing everything ourselves, but now we have another actually really small company, and they help produce our products, and we have NDA agreements. So the formulas, we own the formulas, and they produce it for us.
Yeah.
And
how did that relationship come about? You just presented your products to them, was like, we want to do this, or how did that relationship kind of develop?
I forget how I met these guys. I met them in Las Vegas, but they produce products for a couple other different companies, and I think it was through a friend of a friend I came across them. They actually produce products for horses too.
Oh, okay.
You make like some CBD products for horses.
Yeah, and
which believe it or not, are banned in some states.
CBD for horses
for
is
horses
banned?
Because they're saying, I don't know what they're saying, something dumb about.
So there is. I didn't realize that there's such a taboo around. But yeah, but I guess there would be, right? Because we were talking about before, because of Big Pharma, they want Big Pharma to still stay in business. And when you have other things that can make you feel better without all of the side effects, without all the extra stuff, I guess it makes sense that it wouldn't be as welcoming as what we've all known.
Yeah, and I think just that's all people have known for such a long time. It's hard to break that barrier. And that's why we try, we get to as many events as we can afford to. And we try to meet as many people as we can. But it would be a whole lot easier if if we could figure out a better way to market ourselves a little bit better online, as opposed to just having to go around and meet each individual person to introduce them to the product is an incredibly long, painful process.
And the events that you go to, are they mostly local between LA and Vegas, where you kind of travel back and forth, or do you take big trips and go to big stuff?
We did Rogue Invitational twice.
Oh, nice. How was that?
It was good. We
Yeah.
did 21 and 22.
Okay.
And that was actually really good. And those people in that part of the country took to our products actually really well.
Mm-hmm. When you pitch something to somebody like Rogue and you're like, hey, this is my company, this is what I offer, I would love to be able to come and show my product or whatever, was there any sort of pushback, or was Rogue completely in from the beginning?
No. I mean, at this point in time, we have a little bit of name recognition in the space that more people reach out to us than events that we can get to.
That's really
But
cool.
these events are they're expensive for us to get to, but they're also expensive for these people to run, which is why, we're not anybody special. These events, they reach out to a lot of people because they have a lot of cost to cover.
And they want, so it is very much a team effort. Like they need to make money to put these events on. They are giving the opportunity for you guys to come and share your products. So there is that mutual respect of like, I help you, you help me.
That, and they want to get paid.
Yeah. Yep.
And we've tried to branch out a little bit and do things outside of the CrossFit community a little bit. We've tried a couple different things. Where we've been successful is actually in the disc golf community. It's taken to us well. And we've done like a few obstacle course race kind of things. And those people have kind of taken to us well. And then there's other ones where, for whatever reason, they didn't like us.
Yeah. I wanted to ask you this when we were talking about the company that makes your factors, the factory that makes your supplements and stuff like that. You had mentioned what was it? I forget. Sucralose?
Sucralose.
When you were talking with them, was it difficult for you to pitch that idea of like, we don't want this in our product? And how was that? How was that kind of conversation that you had with them?
You really gotta know someone that knows someone and really look around for the manufacturer that's going to do it. There's actually, believe it or not, there's not that many candy manufacturers in the United States. There's really only 4 big ones. That was a difficult process. We've looked into actually doing some other supplements too, and it's expensive to do.
Yeah.
It's expensive to do if you want to do it where you care about what you're selling.
The right way.
But also what we're doing is not unusual from any other supplement brand. When any other supplement that you see or you buy, it's all manufactured somewhere else. Very rare occurrence are they manufacturing themselves.
And you chose to go with a company to manufacture them because you guys have just gotten bigger and you just got to the point where you just couldn't do it all yourself.
I started making it all in my kitchen, and that is not an ideal situation to fill any kind of orders of quantity.
I just picture like everything just spread out on your kitchen counter. You got this over here, this over there, boxes on the floor, labels over there. I did want to ask you though, because I do experience a lot of migraines. And is CBD something that could help with migraines?
It could.
Yeah. Because right now I pop Advil when I get a migraine so bad. So
I mean, it's not going to make it worse.
Okay.
It's not going to make it worse.
I'll have to try it.
You have to try.
Yeah.
Did you pull these up? Sorry, I've been battling something since Sunday. I have no idea what's happening right now.
I wish that would be great. Paper Street's that's also why we tried to jump in with Savon with what we can afford. I know Paper Street Coffee. I mean, part of it was just, it seems like to me, I don't know them personally, that Paper Street Coffee is a super successful business. They're advertising on Savon. So
that's what I see.
Let's just copy that and hopefully it works for us too. But yeah, there is some people that are using it into coffee, and that would be really cool.
The jiu-jitsu one, my joints have never hurt more than when I grapple. So the jiu-jitsu market.
It is. We have some people, yes. And I think again, like jiu-jitsu, that's gonna bang you up. But I look, CBD is just another tool in the whole process. And it's not a magic cure. Like if you're not sleeping well, if you're not eating well, if you're not exercising your body, there's only so much that this is going to do for you. So it works well in a combination with also making better choices.
So it's not going to cure the PTSD, but it'll help.
Right.
Sleep when you need it.
It could. And it's not going to cause an unhealthy addiction to a narcotic.
Right.
And that's what people have to be reminded of, is that supplements literally mean supplement.
Yeah.
Supplement. It's not the cure. It's not. And would you say that is maybe the struggle of why CBD might not be received as well? Because antibiotics, pain pills, like the message is that it's going to cure you. It's going to completely fix everything from that pill, from that doctor, whatever. Whereas you're saying that your CBD is a supplement in like a team, like your fitness, your nutrition and stuff. So do you feel like maybe that might be the difference between like maybe why it's not as supported from people?
I think that's part of it, but I also think for a long time there's just a negative connotation that went along with this, and you're not going to change 50, 60, 70 years of history in a couple months. And some people are hard-headed, and they've been fed this one way for so long. They're not, that open to change. We're trying something different. That's why for us it's worked best meeting people in person and being at an event where someone can meet us, talk to us, and try it. And then that's what's worked well for us. But that is a really long process of trying to do that.
Yeah. Change and growth takes a long time.
Judy Reed, I had to leave to eat for dinner for a bit. Sorry if this has been asked, but can CBD help with attention issues, not being able to focus?
It could.
I mean, yeah.
It helps relieve anxiety. But again, if you take something like that tincture product, that's going to run through your body, and your body has a whole digestive system. So it's not like you're going to use that product and 2 minutes later there's going to be an effect. It's going to run through your digestive system, and it's going to take 45 to 90 minutes before it takes effect in your body, just like anything else that you would ingest.
Hey, Jeffrey Birchfield, I know this was a long time ago, but we got into so many things at that point. But were you down there with, or were you out with Taylor to be able to, were you filming something, or is there a project coming out you getting ready to do?
Not
or are you
like
just hanging out?
No major product, but we did a lot of filming, and there'll be some videos and things that will come out, and backtracking if we post something and Taylor collaborates with us or somebody else does, it helps drive traffic. My whole thing is trying to drive traffic to our site so people see it, and just going by the theory that the more people that see it, the more chances there are of people trying it or people going to the website. So filming something with him or you or somebody else in a collaborative post can draw people into our little sphere. And hopefully that,
I mean, I would say tag my wife, because she's the one with the biggest IG, but you can tag us both. We'll always share it.
It's also not even about like the number of followers, like per se, but the quality.
Yeah.
Like if you have 500 followers, but
they actually know who I am.
They know who you are, and 100 of them come to our stuff. That's a big win, as opposed to all that other stuff.
It's very, very cool. Oh, wait, what?
Bernie
I saw that too. If CBD is effective for anxiety, instead of doing Kill Taylor, you could do Chill Taylor.
Does Taylor have a chill though?
Not really.
Not really.
And do we actually want Taylor self to be chill?
Nah,
I don't know.
Not.
We really, really do. And I think too, something that you keep talking about is that you get to go personally meet people and explain your product and have those, face-to-face interactions. And that's the biggest marketing tool that we have as people. Someone tries it, loves it, shares it with their person. Another person tries it, shares it with the next person. That's the fastest way to do it. Because you get that person. People trust Taylor. They trust him. So they're going to try it. People trust Sevon. He's trying it. Like, people trust us. We're like, if you get more people that are willing to try it, other people trust us enough to be like, hey, this has worked for me. Like, give it a try. Because I've tried other CBD creams, and I never felt anything. But this one is very different. Like there's
well, two things is, again, our industry, like any, there's a lot of products out there that are not that good. And the other thing is, I would think it's authenticity, and those people that you mentioned are doing it authentically.
Yeah.
Yep. Even like Savon, he's doing that because he likes the product. Not, we're a small broke business. We're not paying him big money to do that. He's doing that on his own, and because we got cool, and he likes the product. And that was his reason for doing it. So then that comes off like he's not faking it. So it comes off as authentic, and that makes people believe in it a little bit more. Whereas like just paying someone to do something,
yeah,
I don't think that's the best route for us.
The real Matthew, I can collab in the meth lab, dude. I love you. The real Matthew is amazing.
We haven't seen him in a couple weeks though.
No, we're gonna get him on the show. We've already DM'd a little bit. I'm gonna have the real Matthew on the show. I can't.
And he can't swim. That's why he didn't.
I don't know if he was busy or whatever, but he just needs to be a regular on.
Are you ever gonna try to take Taylor on Kill Taylor?
I'm 45 years old. Taylor's.
Yeah.
If there's a. If he lets me do the women's version.
And still give you the same amount of money if you win.
Yeah. There's got to be a kind of like a point spread.
Get it to that. CBD helps me sleep better than melatonin, to be honest. Yeah, for sure.
Melatonin's not that great for you. You build up a tolerance to it.
Jump ship, just drop in to buy to throw a quick like your way. I can also help in the meth lab.
Team effort.
Nickelback, he was on the show yesterday. Love you, Seth. You're the best. Thank you so much.
Saw part of what was yesterday's show about.
About him.
About everything.
Him,
again,
how
same
he
thing.
started, how he's been doing. He owns like 5 affiliates with his wife. How it is working with his wife, and how we always have those conversations. Like some couples can work and work out together, and other couples can't. So we always like to hear how everybody started.
You guys work out together?
We
used to.
Yeah.
Our schedules right now
suck.
And we stepped away from CrossFit. We're boxing right now.
All right. That's not easy.
No.
Why that though? Why that?
I've always done mixed martial arts. I've studied that for since I was in my 20s. I'm 43 now, so I've always liked it. It's just something else to get. It's not like I don't do CrossFit. Like I won't do an EMOM or lift or something. But just as general training, I enjoy boxing a little bit more now. But that's it.
When did this show start?
When did this show start? I mean, is
that almost 2 years?
Yeah, I mean, don't go back any more than 6 months because we were awful.
Yeah, but you got to start somewhere.
Even 5 months, but
and Savon says religiously when he first started watching,
he's like, I can't watch them.
He turned us
cringe.
off.
Yeah, but when was that you were on with him for the first time? Because that's how I saw you guys. Maybe not the first time, but there was a while, not that long ago, you were on for an hour.
Sunday.
Before that.
She went on first.
No, we went on.
You went on
with
that
Chase.
show.
We went on with Chase. Her and I went on with Chase.
Yep.
Okay.
For a show and talked about sports.
The one before that, we were on with Hiller and Pool Boy.
Yeah.
And it was the 4 of us.
And that was a year and a half ago?
But no, she was on Savon's alone.
About a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
I was going to say recently, though, in the last 5 months, this show has grown a lot. You have a lot of.
Yeah, and trying to, the same as you, put in the work and just grind and do what we can. And then we have technical difficulties, which was the one thing I didn't want to have happen today. But I mean,
now we can't talk shit for the times that Savon still has no sound because we have no sound.
Yeah, that's fine.
Just grinding and reaching out to people.
But can I do this? Can anybody who's still in here that knows us and knows Savon's show and whatever?
I now do have Travis's voice, so I can do Travis.
So that was fun. We got the new soundboard, so that was super cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a good time. But yeah, no, dude. That's what I wanted to ask you too as we wrap up. Where are you headed? Are you going to the games? Are you gonna be out with the boys?
The next thing that we're doing as a business, we're doing the Mountain West Fitness Championship in Boise, Idaho.
Oh, cool.
End of August. I
Yeah,
actually have a masters team that's going to be in it.
Oh, fun.
Nice.
It's
Awesome.
like a 2-day event at the convention center
Oh, cool.
in Idaho.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to go out to support Taylor at NorCal Classic on the 3rd day, just to support him. We're not going to be a vendor there, but just to support him.
That's
Just
awesome,
throw
dude.
things to people as you walk by.
Hey.
Here, try this. Here, try this.
Every individual helps.
Yeah.
Oh,
Absolutely.
Bernie, thank you. You didn't really have to. I would never ask anybody to go watch 2 of the beginning videos because that's tough. But
Hey, it's where we
thank
started.
you. We
always
always appreciate you, Bernie.
Yeah.
Kenneth, yeah, special appearance by Travis. I actually do want to get in touch with that dude, but like that, yeah, it was too funny when I found out that was actually on the soundboard.
Mm-hmm.
Carl, are you getting to meet Savon?
I will at NorCal Classic.
That's awesome.
Shit.
Cool. That's fine. Are you excited? You got to be able to tell us how short he really is. Because sometimes I believe him when he says how tall he is, and then sometimes I see pictures and I don't believe him.
I think he's not
Pretty
telling
sure.
a lie.
Oh, okay.
Sure. How tall are you?
6 foot.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so this picture is going to be amazing.
gonna
You
be
have
great.
got to throw
Okay,
up a picture.
I'll get you a picture.
Yeah, you got to throw a picture up, dude. Because I'm 6 feet. So I want to know.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I always told him the first time I see him, I'm just going to give him a big hug so he can just put his head in my boobs. And so, yeah. So
that's probably going to work well.
yeah. So I just want to see relative to where in height he is.
Are you going to charge him for that?
You should.
Yeah, maybe like shout I don't know, something.
You should
A
charge him
shirt.
for
Let me
that.
get a shirt.
Okay.
No, Vindicate. I can't mess with Vindicate. He's given me so much. Thank you, Vindicate, bro, again. But I don't know, maybe I'll make him give me some of your gummies or something like that so I can just relax on it.
Shout out on the show.
Yeah,
That would
something.
be a good trade.
Yeah, right. My boobs for a shout out on the show. That's fantastic.
And you didn't have to show them. Look at that. You just had to let him put his face in it.
Fair. Very fair. Dude, super awesome. If you ever want to just jump on the show for 5 minutes, if you're at a NorCal or something like that, and you want to jump on and be like, hey, this is awesome. My athletes are doing whatever. Please let us know. Anything we can do to help.
Yeah, anytime. I'm happy to answer any more questions about addiction if you have them.
Oh, I do.
Yeah.
But I was a little frazzled from the shit not working. But now that now that we've had our first introduction and everybody is like comfy now, we absolutely have to do this again for sure.
Absolutely.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for supporting.
Always.
We
got you, dude. And I'll start sharing more stuff on Instagram. I'm terrible at it, but I'm gonna try to be better.
Well, we're grateful that you invited us to support, and it means a lot to us too, being a smaller platform, smaller podcast on here, and everybody that is in this space. We're learning that when one succeeds, we all succeed, and that's just what we do. We just got to keep helping each other. So we appreciate you too for trusting us too. So
unity, everyone's got to work together.
That's right.
Yeah, man.
That's right.
Awesome, dude. Thank you. I appreciate you so much. Really do. Right. And your assistant. Who is your assistant, by the way, before you go? Because I felt like I was.
Do you want to meet? Do you want to meet him?
Yes. Yes, please.
They want to meet you. What? All right, you can meet him.
Yes.
Today is his birthday.
Oh shit. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh my God. This is who
you've been talking
if
to.
If you want to talk to Carl, this is the man that you have to talk to if you want to talk to Carl. Hey, dude, what's up?
This is true. What's going on? I'm the face of Carl.
There you go.
What's your name, bro? What's your name?
Dimitri.
Hey, he texted me literally. I DM'd Carl, and then Dimitri texted me back, and he's like, "Hey, I'm Dimitri. I am gonna be talking so whatever you need to schedule, please." Yep. And I was like, I am talking to freaking social media royalty right now, dude.
So real quick, how did you guys connect and how did you become his assistant?
Happy birthday, Carl's assistant.
And
Happy
truthfully,
birthday.
Thank you.
do you like being his assistant?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys see, he's a cool guy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we met through the gym that we go to. So before I was a coach here, I was a coach at a previous gym. That gym closed down. I came over to the gym we're at now, Project Fitness in Las Vegas. And then basically just got to know him. He's a member here. I kind of came in as a member, then started coaching, and now I'm a full-time coach here. So I partially coach him, and we've just been friends, through just getting to know him and training with him and everything. So I partially coach him, and then, we started working together. And I'm a little bit more tech savvy. Well, unfortunately, today was an unfortunate circumstance,
Yeah.
But it wasn't your fault.
No,
it was our fault.
But other than that, so just his right hand man. I mean, it's cool because the things that we like to do for this business is fun things. We like to go to events and travel and meet people and go work out with some pretty fit people like we did with Taylor and everything. So just all things like that makes it definitely worth it. And he's a cool guy to be around, and he loves it. He loves what he does, and that's the most important thing. He wants to help people, and that's the whole idea.
We can really hear that when he explains it and when he talks about it. So were you a believer of CBD before you met him, or has he really taught you a lot about CBD?
Oh yeah, he taught me everything. I didn't really know much about it. I was like the average consumer, like, what is it? Like, I know it has to do something with like weed or something, so I just got to learn a lot more about it. And then not only the importance of it, but finding an important quality product, right? Because there's a lot out there. It's a very saturated market now. And it's unfortunate because it gives it a bad rap. But when you meet people like Carl or have products like Homegrown Relief, it definitely stands out and makes a difference. And I like that because I came from an Olympic weightlifting background. When I met Carl, I was still competing in Olympic weightlifting.
Oh, cool.
And that relief stick, the stick that's the rub on, that's like helped me through all my meets and everything. Just putting it on 10 minutes before warm up and then getting ready to go. Like that was what opened my eyes to it. And then obviously the recover, which is, okay, you're done working out. Let's recover for tomorrow. That whole aspect was super important and changed training. So yeah, I mean, just using it opened my eyes to it, and then just hearing his story on it and everything kind of really closed the deal.
Well, dude, super awesome.
Yes.
Can we invite you to come back on? Because we have so
absolutely.
many questions for you too.
Yes.
We'll have you come on too. Like, they're super fun, my dude. Thank you so much. Thank you for helping me out.
Of course.
Yeah,
thank you for allowing us to do this with you guys. I mean,
it was great, very cool.
Yeah, and we were saying it to Carl too, like even just him trusting us to be able to put the logo out on our platform or a very small, podcast and try the supplements and believe in us and trust us enough to be part of his growth, because that's really what it is. So
cool.
Means a lot too for us. So anything that we can do, if there's anything that, from you or from him that we can do to continue to support you guys, like,
I don't know, make sure the audio works. So I'll do that.
Exactly.
We got that for sure.
Sure. No, thank you. And obviously the same goes to you guys. This has been a pleasure. So
we appreciate it. We'll talk soon. Okay.
All right, guys.
Absolutely.
Happy birthday, dude.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Talk to you later. Yo,
so cool. And of course, it's all right, babe. You wanted to get the new road today, and we got it, and it's all
but
good.
There's no way we would have realized it unless we had somebody on.
No, because we're talking about that we can hear each other and everything is fine. And so
like, oh my God, dude. And I spent the whole week just being like, I want to make sure his podcast is like chill.
It's all good. It's all good.
Ken at the lab just had to get a new toy. Yeah, for sure. Like, fuck, dude. God.
Babe, it's fine. We also have amazing people that
you guys were great in the chat.
And
hey, we're gonna talk about that on Sunday too, because I really want to know how you get good at the chat. Like, I feel like there's a skill to be in the chat, and I want to know how you get good at the chat. So I'm gonna ask that. Oh no, Vindicate just did this for us as like a thank you.
Yeah,
and,
Vindicate makes them for
and
us.
it's really
so.
cool. And he made us a couple new ones just so that we don't have to do laundry every 2 days.
Yeah.
So it's really cool.
But maybe one day.
Maybe one day. We're gonna work really hard and we're gonna see what we can do.
Yeah.
Yeah, Judy Reed, Carl's chill. Yeah, thank you. And thank you guys for taking care of him in the chat. Wow, Matthew. I like you more and more. But yeah, it's true. That's exactly what it was. Playing with a new toy and your mom walks in the room. Yep, for sure.
It's all good.
So hopefully I'll wrap up this chest congestion or whatever I have but it's been, oh my God, I don't even know what's going around. I'm not testing. If it's COVID, it's COVID. Y'all are gonna get it too. I don't know what to tell you.
It's all right. It's all right.
Oh, I'm not supposed to say that. 49ers vid something. I don't know. We're monetized. I'm not supposed to say that word.
Oh, right. You can't.
Damn.
Because you'll get in trouble.
Whatever.
So, but no, super cool. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. And yes, I said yes, and I will go and I will be on Jason CF Media tomorrow.
Oh yeah, that's right. You're going on Jason with Emma McQuaid, dude. Like how cool is that?
That's cool. It's cool.
She's Sam Briggs's athlete. Sam Briggs trains her or used to train her or something.
Yes.
She's the crazy swimmer girl, right?
I don't remember.
Was she the one that won the pool thing? I can't remember.
No, I don't think so.
Emma Tall? Was that Emma Tall? I don't know.
I don't. There's so many Emmas. I
need John Young or something.
I think we overwhelmed Carl in the chat.
He did.
No, he probably just felt bad because they felt like it was their fault, but it was definitely our fault.
It was definitely our fault.
It's all right though.
But that was cool. We'll get him back. He wants to come back. Like I said, I wanted to talk to him about so much more, but I freaking wasted 20 minutes with a freaking. Omar, thanks, dude. Appreciate you.
Appreciate you. Appreciate you.
All right, guys. Appreciate you so much. It's been a great week. Yeah, Colleen's on tomorrow on Plate Stack Chat with Kenneth. It gave him what's happening? Kenneth. It gave him something to focus on as opposed to staring at us being stupid. Yeah, for sure.
Bernie Gannon has a question. No.
Oh, I was insufferable in the deli. Yeah,
not
Colleen,
with me.
Has Garrett been insufferable with the Mets sweeping the Subway Series? I'm in grieving. Sorry, dude. Yeah, I was insufferable in the deli all morning. Like I was just talking shit to Yankees fans all day, but I won't talk shit to you because you're Bernie Gannon, and I won't. But yes, I've been insufferable all day for sure.
Yeah, but not to me. It's everybody in the deli.
To every dude that comes in the deli. Yeah,
that's where she gets to have her sports shit.
That's my sports talk time.
I sit and watch football with her. That's about as much as I give.
So yeah, Colleen tomorrow. Go support Jason CF Media and my wife and Emma McQuaid on Plate Stack Chat. And we need a day in the life at the deli video. I'll just bring you guys on live on IG if you want.
There you go.
Pretty fucking funny. I'll put you on at lunchtime. That's the dumbest.
Oh, yes, you'll be able to really see the.
And then we got the boys coming on to talk about all kinds of crap on Sunday. So yeah, we'll get into that. Yeah, Judy. Yeah, I'll just put you guys on live. You can just watch me be ridiculous. It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
I don't mind at all. The deli's tarted.
And it's summertime. Which
too.
Puts it to a whole
you get the best of the
level.
best. Somebody whistled at me today to get my attention, which I will say is better than somebody like snapping their fingers at me. But like, yeah, I'll put you on live. If you happen to jump in for 45 and like at it. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
Thank you so much for being patient with us.
Yeah.
And we will, I might see some of you tomorrow.
Yep.
So if not, we'll see you
on
back.
Sunday.
Yes.
All right, guys. Have a great night. Deuces.
I got it, babe.
Oh, man.